Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and this is a RiseToWar guide. And I have two subjects to cover for you today. One will be, I want to talk about the new way they do upgrade the quests and tasks. It's a button right here behind my monitor. It's that little booklet. We click this booklet, and it used to be here, but now it is here, okay? So this actually used to be way up there in one of the other buttons, but they put it in here. What is this? Exactly. You need to come in here. You don't really need to look at it too much unless you want to come and make sure you've finished everything. This is basically how you, this is the new, like, tasks to do things. This isn't the leveling up thing. I already have actually finished that. That'll be a third tab, but they removed it because I finished leveling it up. Excuse me, I misspoke there a little bit at the beginning. This is the level up thing. It used to be, if you remember, it was in here, and it was one of these tabs, and you had to come in here and, like, click, and then you'd have that little earning thing on the side, right? Well, now it is all in here, and I believe they did remove the last earning thing, which is kind of a little bit of a bummer. But what they did do is they added a lot of gems you get. Okay, so you can see here I've completed a bunch of these already. So it's simple things like market, reach level 5. So level 4, you get 5,000 ore, you get a speed recall, you get 30 gems. At level 5, you get 50 gems. At level 3, you get 10 and 2 of these. Cool, all right? Again, you can see I finished a lot of these. Open any number of Matham treasure sacks times, all right? And you get 50. Again, these add up. You'll earn most of these as you just play, free to play or not, okay? And as you're earning these, they're going to be giving gold, grain, gems. The nice thing is almost all of them give gems. So by the time you're done, you're talking like probably well over 1,000 gems if we added all these up. 20, 40. Yeah, we're probably talking well over a 1,000. So we got all of these for this bottom one. See, have Apothecary reach level 10. I haven't got there. I just haven't upgraded it yet. Matham Voucher Exchange. This would be when you go into your, the Matham house and you go to the exchange thing here and you exchange Matham vouchers for anything here at this place. That's what that is for. That one you might not get as much if you're free to play, but really, does that really matter that much when you're getting so many other gems on everything else? So that's Affairs of the Tactician. And then Formidable Confrontation. This is for more doing combat thing, claim 12 victories in battle against hostile players. I have not been able to battle a whole lot yet on this account. My other account is pretty much done with this, but I'm a more free-to-play account, and I've been trying. You can see I've done some, but I'll get there. I'll get there by the end of the season. This one is war declarations, different things. It'll explain what you need to do. Post in the Fellowship Warband channel 50 times. Really simple things, right? That's a social thing. Just basically type and put enter, right? Fellowship Warband contributions, those kind of things. I really like it. I think it's really nicely done. You can see mine is 40% done here on this one, okay? Which is cool. But I want to quickly flip over for you guys and show you that same thing on my other account. And then for the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is I wanted to talk about something with color and items, okay? So let's get into it right now. All right, so here is my book. Again, you can also see I finished the final chapter, so that other tab isn't there. But this tab, you can see I'm 64% done, and I am getting there. I'm getting there. So this one's getting really close to being done, but man, I've earned so many gems out of this. It's really cool. Really fun. I'm really glad they've added this whole book thing. It's a much nicer way to do stuff. I thought it was really well done how they did it. So now, the other thing I wanted to show you is something to do with items here. All right, so now what do I mean by this different color thing, okay? So if you look right here at this is the Impart Wisdom button right there. Okay, that little thing at the bottom. You click that and you can impart wisdom, right? So what this does is very important, okay? Whatever your main commanders are, you should be putting impart wisdom onto, whoever you're using. So you have to sacrifice some items. I highly recommend you sacrifice your green ones. You can automatically click the superior ones or whatever, and they're not superior. They're bad. Green ones are bad. And as you can see, I do not have quite enough to upgrade it to max. I need 200. So I'm going to have to use some of my blue ones too, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click a few of my blue ones here. All right. I'm not going to just have it automatically. And boom. Okay, we're slightly over. So I'm going to remove a green one. There we go. So I'm exactly at 200. So I can now click Impart Wisdom. And you'll notice I get an extra skill point to have forever on that commander. No matter what, you get a total of extra 4 once you do this. And whenever I put on my helmet, now it will have 50% automatic familiarity. What does that mean? Well, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to click Impart. Boom, done. And now if you notice, the color changed. So look at all 4 of the items. Don't look at the last one because that just means the little heart means I haven't gotten the respect level yet to be able to do an accessory. But look at the difference between the chest piece and the helmets and the weapon. See how the weapon is now gold? That is telling you that you've actually imparted that color instead of gray. That is now an imparted wisdom slot. You always have to go weapon, armor, head, accessory in that order when you're imparting wisdom, right? Down the line. But now you can see, oh, well, that one's imparted wisdom. If I go to a different character, you can see this guy Baromir has no imparted wisdom whatsoever from me, okay? Again, you have to sacrifice, but this is forever. Once you've fully imparted wisdom, or even a single one on a commander, they will have imparted wisdom forever. Okay, so no matter when you go to a new season, they will always have a bonus of 4 things, and whichever ones are imparted will get a 50% instant familiarity. Okay, what am I saying with that? Watch what happens when I put this sword and equip it. See this little circle right there? See how it says 50, and that's about halfway filled? When you first put an item on, it's usually at 0. And what it means is you actually get like less than half its generic, not the refined stats, which below, but the top actual normal stats on the weapon that helps your commander or your units at the top will always be at like half. Let me remove it again and equip it and you see what I'm showing. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Let me click it here. Look it. So it's 8, 6, and 1. That's its normal stats. Let me equip it. Now it's 4, 3, and 0. Until he does a few sweeps or fighting other people, then those stats will go to full at 100%. But it's a lot worse to go from 50 to 100 than 0 to 100, okay? I mean, it's better. It'd be worse to go from 0 to 100. It takes a lot longer. You have to sweep a lot more, waste a lot more of your troops because your commander's weaker, that kind of thing. Now, if you look, if I put a chest piece on, remember it's gray instead of gold because we haven't imparted wisdom. It starts at 0. See the difference? But if I had imparted wisdom, it would have been gold. Hence why this one's gold and this one's gray. And again, if I unequip these, you can then see the difference of the colors right there. Okay, so that's why if you see this is gold, you'll know why. If you forgot why it's gold compared to the other ones, you imparted wisdom on that character, okay, by sacrificing some items. Never, never, never. Okay, now that we've talked about that real quick, always impart wisdom using your greens or blues. If you're a new player, you might not want to do this because you might need some of your blues to upgrade a thing. You can technically impart wisdom with purple items and stuff. Don't do it. And whatever you do, don't do it with gold. Yes, you could instantly get it done, but golds only drop at like a 1-2% chance if you're doing your free daily roll. And same thing with purples. They're only like a 5 to 10% chance. Don't impart wisdom with purples or golds. Even if you're free to play and brand new, don't do it, guys. It's a big mistake. That would be, it makes me feel sick to my stomach, because if you are someone that has like 10 gold items already and you've only been playing one season, you've been getting really lucky on your daily free roll if you're going full free to play. So I still would be careful not to use up all your blues if you're a new player. Use the green ones first, because the green are kind of useless. I have a whole video on should you use purple strengthened items or one single gold item. I have a whole video on that you can watch. I go in a little more detail on that in the same guide playlist. But those are things I want to talk about. So you guys have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Thanks for watching. Thank you to my patrons for their support. Subscribe button's there. Next RiseToWar video's up there. And over there is Lord of the Rings LOTR Tale. I do voiceovers in Lord of the Rings Online. Stay happy, my friends. Hopefully this helps out some new players to this game. And I will see you in my next videos. Baruch Hazad, Cruzad, I menu.